Need to survive a long-haul flight? We're going to tell you how. Hey everyone, welcome back to Ski Club TV. I'm Mark.
I'm Leanne.
And we're going to talk about surviving a long-haul flight.
And that's in economy, Mark.
Yes, indeed.
It's easy to survive in business class.
Yeah, it is a lot easier. It's still uncomfortable, but
I don't know.
Less uncomfortable.
Yeah, you've done it a few times.
A couple, yeah, always at work's expense.
Yeah.
I've never paid because I'm a bit cheap to pay for that.
We did it once.
Okay.
And that was coming back from Japan on Jetstar, and this is a good tip. They often have offers of upgrade at the airport.
Yep.
And so when we were checking in, we actually had our kids with us and their girlfriends. There were 6 of us. And as we were checking in, there was a sign there saying to upgrade $395 or something.
Yep.
And I said to Leanne, oh, look, we can upgrade for $395. And he sort of went, oh, and I said, well, I'm going to. I don't know about you.
Do you want to sit on your own, Leanne?
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, next minute he said yes, but the kids then sat back in the...
Oh, even better.
In the back of the bus. But it was good. I mean, Jetstar economy is just like premium economy, other airlines, but for $395 on an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
So this year, Leon and I have got about 8 long-haul flights, and they're all in economy. Actually, I've got 8. He's got 6.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got D23.
Now that I think about it, I lied. We actually have paid for business class once. We did the same thing on Scoot. So a week before your flight, they email you if there are business class fares available, and you can bid on those business class seats. And the minimum bid was $150 per person. So I bid $155. And the 3 of us got upgraded.
Wow.
So it cost $465 for the 3 of us to fly business to Singapore on top of the cheap fare that we'd already got. But we didn't get it on the way home, unfortunately, but that's all right.
And we're on Leanne on Sunday, which is like a week away. And they have sent us a thing about the upgrade to business. Now, we did do South America 18 months ago, and they did the same thing where they sent the letter. A couple of people on our tour did bid to upgrade, and they got it for $800, and that's the full service airline. Yeah. So they got the club. Yeah. They had the seats that all encapsulate you.
Okay. Yeah. That then $800 for that's probably decent. The way I always think about it is, yeah, it's only $800, but I always think about what I could do with that $800 on my trip.
And you think if it's 8 hours, it's cost you $100. Yeah, an hour. But if you pay for it up front, so we're looking at airfares for the US at the end of the year. Economy at the moment is $1,200. Premium return, premium economy is about $350, and business
extra.
No total. Right, so 3,500.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, sorry. 3,500. And then business class is around the 8,000 to 10,000. And this is on a full service airline. At the moment, I think that's on Air New Zealand. Qantas still don't have their sale on yet for the period that we want to go. Yep. So with the US airfares, what usually happens is the main airlines that go there are Air New Zealand, Fiji, and Qantas. Qantas is the one that's usually direct. Oh, also Delta. I think Delta now goes from Sydney.
Yep.
Yeah, but the sale...
And United as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Fly direct. Yep.
But Fiji Airways always go on sale first, and then the next week it's usually Air New Zealand, and then Qantas will be a couple of weeks later. So that's a good tip if you're looking for airfares, is... you can see the progression of what goes on sale. Yep. Anyway, this episode is more about an economy. Yes. That's where I spend most of my time.
Yeah, likewise.
Unfortunately, I married the wrong person. Yeah. Okay, so the way I handle a long-haul flight, they're usually 12 to 14 hours, is I wait until the first meal's been served. Yep. That's usually 3 or 4 hours into the flight, so I usually get a movie in or a couple of episodes of a TV series, and during the meal or towards the end of the meal, I take a a sleeping tablet, a sleeping aid. Mm-hmm. So they're not prescribed ones. These are ones that you can get at the chemist if you're a shift worker or you're not. It's Restovit. It's usually a Restovit. Or I actually bought these ones off the shelf in the US at Costco.
Yep, I've had those too.
Yeah, sleep aid. And I only take about a quarter of one.
I think normally. This is technically Restovit. I think it's the same ingredient that's in it. Yeah.
And Restovit's just like taking a cold tablet, a night cold tablet. You know,
it's a bit stronger, but...
Yeah, but it's only a sedation. It's not like a proper sleeping tablet.
No, and they're not habit forming or anything.
Yeah. And so I usually take one of those. I will take a little bit more because I'm on a flight and because of all the disturbances. And then what I do is I make my seat, I basically encapsulate myself. So you take away from everybody else. And the way I do that is by my neck pillow. And, my earplugs are over there. Oh, no, they're not. They're here. I put the neck pillow on. You saw this, you would have seen this in the previous episode, where it has the skeleton in it that will stop your head from nodding, because often that's one of the worst things about when you wake up.
You wake up with a sore neck, yeah.
So this I got on Temu, but I couldn't find it on Temu this time. I did find a very similar one on Amazon, and I'll link that in the comments. There's also one that's about $80, and it's called a turtle that you put around, and it's very, very similar, but it's a lot better quality. However, what you'll find is it's too bulky. So I bought one and I paid about $80 for it, and it's also got this sort of thing there that you can adjust the actual skeleton thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's got sort of like and it clicks around, but it's really, really obvious. And you feel like you're a real idiot with it on.
Wow.
So
if you're comfortable, who cares?
Yeah, but it was way too bulky, and because I'm carry-on only, to put it in the case.
Yeah, that's a good point. Whereas that's quite small.
So I ended up tossing one, leaving one on the plane, because we were on a 10-week trip, and I'm like, I've got to carry this around with me for the way home. Is it really worth it? So I ended up leaving it on the plane.
So someone scored one for free. Nice.
So for me, it's very important to have something around my neck to stop the nods. And then the sound. So I showed these on the last one, but it didn't have the little
tag on it.
Yeah, and so these are actually $8 at Chemist Warehouse, and you get 3 pairs, but you can use them for multiple uses, multiple times. So I usually get about 5 wears out of them.
Yeah.
When they stop looking clear,
because they're a little bit kind of sticky.
Yeah.
They get a bit festy.
Yeah.
Or more just with dust and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So then you chuck them.
Yeah. So and then just use your other pair. But yeah, like a couple of packs of these would get you through like a 10-week
that's right.
trip, and like it's not
and again
taking up a lot of room and they're not heavy.
If you're sleeping in a room with a snorer, or you're sleeping somewhere that the rubbish bins get emptied at 4 a.m,
like New York.
Yes. Or you've got a nightclub near you,
on a cruise,
yeah.
If you're below a nightclub or something.
So these are my must take every time, but particularly on the long haul flight. The other thing that I do on a long haul flight is I make sure I have a really good eye mask. Now this one is quite thin but it's actually really good because you don't feel it when it's on your eyes, because you want something that you don't feel, but you have to make sure that no light gets in.
Yep.
So basically, this is on, the neck thing's on, and I'll get the blanket from the
cabin crew. Yeah.
And you'll virtually just sort of sink in, put your seat back. You start to feel a bit drowsy, put everything in, and usually I get about 5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
You don't want to be drowsy. You don't want to if you're going to be taking some sleeping aids, make sure you know how your body responds to them.
Yeah, give them a trial run before.
You don't want to be
a zombie.
Yes, for the first couple of days. But my thing is, I want to wake up somewhere and I want to feel fresh, especially if you're arriving in the morning.
Yep.
So that you can get more out of your day. So that's why I try and work out. There are apps also that will set your timer so that you can eat and drink for the place that you're going to. It'll even give you like little clicks on when to go to sleep and all that sort of stuff. Look, I'm not that in. Yeah. And also people also talk about bringing, for the back of the seat where you can put all your stuff in. I'm not into that either. I just have like a little bag that I put everything in.
Yeah. Jet lag's not a thing for me. I've never really, because
shift work
23 years working shift work. Like I'm pretty resilient in regard to changing, my habits and stuff like that. So,
Now, I did get a bit of feedback with the carry on only. Thank you for everyone who watched. Thank you for everybody who's commented. I was a little bit, I was very happy with the amount of people that watched it.
Yeah.
Especially as Mark thought it was such an interesting subject. Okay, now another thing that I do, so there's been a few questions about the carry on only, so I'll just sort of do a bit of a recap. I often decant stuff that you like from home, like makeup and stuff in. And I was talking to a friend who is one of our Patreons.
Really? Oh, that's news to me.
The money's in the mail.
Okay, excellent.
And she mentioned that she watched a few vloggers after watching our one, and some of them use what are those eye lenses? The little things.
Contact lenses.
Yeah, contact lens. The thing it comes in. They use that to decant their makeup or their.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah.
But these people also work out how much they need for 2 weeks, and then they know that they've got enough stuff, which I reckon is going way beyond.
Yeah, that's a lot of planning.
Yeah,
my thing if you're that sort of a person.
Yeah, my thing is if you run out of makeup, I mean, it's not the end of the world. If you run out of hair stuff, it's not the end of the world.
You just hire someone off Fiverr to edit all your photos when you get home.
Yes.
Make you look amazing, put filters on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
And also, remember there are shops. So if you haven't got enough stuff, you can always you can always go shopping.
Yeah.
Another bit of feedback that I had is, do I use washing powder when we do our clothes? Now, I do usually bring a little bit of washing powder, especially if we're on a long trip, because where we go sometimes we'll have if we've got washing machines, I'll do a great big washing and really give them a good wash.
Yep. Especially
if it's a 10-week thing. Some of the cruises that we've been on, they'll have laundry facilities.
We've bought before and taken, you can actually buy travel sachets of liquid washing detergent. And I think you buy a pack of about 10 and you can just take as many sachets as you think you'll need.
Yep.
And then, that again, take up no room.
But generally, if I'm only going for 2 weeks, I'll just use the shampoo in the room.
Yeah, or a bit of soap or whatever. Soap, I've done that too.
It's all soap. It's all detergent. Doesn't matter what it says on the front. It's actually detergent. So you can, if you...
Yeah, and it depends. Like if you're washing a T-shirt that's really festy, that you sweat heaps in, then obviously it's probably not going to do the job. But if it's just to get you by,
Another good tip if you're planning to downsize and just have carry-on suitcase. Before I got really good at it, now I equate it like when you have your first baby, you think you need everything.
Yep.
By the time you have your second or third,
yep,
you're just grabbing a nappy and walking out. Well, travel's a bit the same. You think you need every travel gadget that's going on. So it's taken me a long time to get to the point that I've got to. And to get Leon there, what I did was I got him to pack his case and then I went through it. And I sort of said, how many times do you expect to wear this shirt? Oh, once in case we have dinner. Okay, so that's not worth bringing. So you actually sit there and evaluate every little piece that you have.
Yeah.
And of course, doing the finances and working out how much that extra stuff is going to cost you was another big thing as in paying at the airport.
Especially if you're going
low cost
over, and multiple flights. Yeah. Like if it's just one flight, paying that,
isn't too bad.
For one bag's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're doing 10 flights over the course of a couple of months, it adds up. With the long haul flight stuff as well.
Yeah.
Another option, like if you know you're going to suffer, if you know 14 hours or 12 hours or whatever, you're going to be wrecked for days, like give some thought to going via a hub port. So we went to the US via Nadi in Fiji with Fiji Airways, and we had a 10-hour, I think it was, or 12-hour stopover. So we got a room just at a hotel, day room, and it was like $80, $100, and we were able to swim in the resort, eat food, have a nap, all that sort of stuff, and it was a lot more
refreshing.
And then we caught the second leg to the US.
There's actually there's an app that you can get that will give you day use hotels, and if you go onto ski and you go into the search area, if you put in day use hotels, the article will come up.
Okay.
It was about 2 years ago, and it was shared by somebody we used to work with.
Okay.
And it'll give you the list of hotels and how much it is to get day use. Because if you're in LA too, we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
If you're on your way to Orlando or something like that, or if you're on your way to the UK and you stop in Singapore, to have that break at your first, is...
Even if it's just one night.
Yeah.
Like, if you're flying into LA and then you're going on to New York or Orlando or whatever, when you're planning, it doesn't seem like that big a deal. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll clear customs and then fly domestically 2 hours later. For a start, you could cop a delay, which makes that 2-hour transit become an hour.
And the float over, you're getting really exy.
Yeah.
Because you think, I'm going to miss this flight.
Yeah, exactly. And clearing customs, depending on the airport, can...
be a nightmare.
Yeah, like once at San Francisco, it was 2.5 hours for us, just due to the volume of people. Mm-hmm. But then I've been at LAX and it's taken 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because we were the first flight in the morning. So, one night overnight, again, is...
And you'll generally find a lot of the hotels near the airport are actually very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And they're usually good. They're usually 4-star hotels, all your brands, and they're usually okay.
And if it means that, when you get to your final destination, you're going to actually be able to enjoy that from day one, it's worth taking the hit of one night.
Yeah.
Like, because if you do 14 hours to LA, have a 2 or 3 hour transit at LAX, and then fly to, say, New York or Orlando, and it's another 5, 6, 7 hours... Like, you're going to be an absolute wreck. Unless you're the most resilient traveller of all time, you're going to be absolutely slaughtered when you get there.
But I'd be waiting for my bags are in the carousel. I'd be really nervous that I wouldn't be able to make my next flight. Yeah. You'd want to only have carry-on when you're doing things like that.
So really give it some thought. Like, is it worth spending a night somewhere to break up the trip, or... to just make it a little bit more palatable, and it'll mean that when you get to wherever, you'll be kind of ready to go. Yeah.
So what I also do to get over that hump too, when I arrive somewhere, I actually use the sleep aid for 1 or 2 nights after, and then that gets me into
the routine. Yeah.
And that way, because especially when you're on a tour, you'll go. You haven't got time to... go, I might just have a sleep in tomorrow morning. No, they're picking you. The alarm's going off at 6. Or
that's right.
Going off at 6 to get you.
Yeah.
One last thing. Somebody asked how I pack in the packing cubes. I'm going to show you. I just basically chuck everything in. This is actually folded, which is very unusual. But I don't roll. I don't do anything like that. If you tend to do that, and you've got carry-on, you're going to go over your 7 or 10 kilos anyway. So you'll find that and also if you're using the right type of clothes, they're not bulky anyway. So that's just a quick FYI.
All right, anything else?
All good.
All right. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. If you have thoughts on or ideas or comments about how you get through a long-haul flight, please put them down. And again...
And thank our Patreon.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. The one person. Thanks for the great comments and the likes and the subscriptions. It's really helpful.
Appreciate you watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.